just going to be a video of how to place a lace wig frontal on a wig. We're going to make the wig and we're going to do everything. These are the items you need. You need a mannequin, this doll head. This is how it looks like. Then you need your needle and thread. This is how the thread looks like. And this is how the needle looks like. You have to have enough, and you also need pins. I don't have pins, that's why I'm using a needle to hold it, and you're going to see how I'm going to do it. Then you need your scissors. You need your wig net. This is how a wig net looks like. This is your wig net. Then for the hair you need a frontal. This is how a frontal, that's different. We have a frontal, we have closure. This is a lace frontal. We have a lace closure. This is a lace frontal. This is an old one. I want to remake a wig with it, that's why I'm using this one. Then you have your hair. Depends on the kind of hair you want to do, any kind of hair.
Alright guys, at this point I'm just going to place my frontal on the mannequin. After you placed your net very well, you have to be very careful when placing your net. I used a small band to band the other side, the tip of the frontal, sorry. As you can see, if you check very well, you can see what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to hold it down there by tying it first, and I'm going to use a pin to hold it. I'm using my needle because I don't know where I dropped my pins, but you use a pin to hold it. It's much easier if you hold it with a pin. You can hold the other side or the edges with the pin so that it will be easy for you to place. Okay, now I'm just going to arrange it. Then I'll go in with my needle and thread at this side of the wig. I'm just going to sew that in very well. Guys, this is a frontal. We have what we call closure, a lace closure. Closure is usually from, how will I put it? I don't know how to explain it, but you will understand it with time. So I will explain. I'm going to do a wig where I did a closure, so you will see how closure is. But for this is frontal. It's almost like 360. I will call it the full frontal because it's almost like 360. It's almost going round, but it's not completely round. So I won't say it's 360. This is a frontal, a full lace frontal. So I'm just going to carefully put that in there, and I roll it like that and sew it where. At this point you really need to be extra careful in sewing the wig. You don't give too much space because you're sewing in a frontal, and this is something I want to use without glue, and you want it to lap well, so you just have to be careful in sewing it. You have to be extra very careful. So I'm just going to do the same thing I did in that other side in this place. I'm using another needle and thread to sew this in this other side. I'm not using the same needle and thread I used in the other side. The reason is because it's easier and it makes your work cleaner. You don't want to go round immediately. You go from this angle and you go from the other angle, then you jam them in the middle, like this side now. At the middle right now, I'm going to join the two of them together. It gives it that balance. It all depends on how everybody does theirs, but this is for me, and it makes the work easier for me. I've been doing this for a very long time, and it has been working for me without even using a got-to-be glue. Now I'm just going to sew that part because it is a wig I want to wear without glue. But if you're not going to use glue, we're just going to cut the under of that part out. At this part, I'm just going to sew the back of where I kept that band. I just want to sew it in there so that it will lap very well on the person's hair. You can see the kind of net I'm using. It's not elastic, so you have to use that band there. Okay, now I'm just going to sew in my hair. Mind you, I'm not going to sew it round. I'm just going to go from side to side, so that it will lap well. If you sew it round, it will give you another different kind of hair look. So I'm just going to lap it from side to side so that it will have a good lapping. So guys, I'm actually thinking of a video I didn't know what to do. I'm thinking of the kind of hair I want to shoot so that you guys will see the hair I wanted to make for myself. I haven't decided yet, but with time you're going to see it. I want to really appreciate everybody that have been subscribing. You guys are just the best. Well, this is me cutting. Okay, now this is where the frontal is. I'm cutting the wig net out so that it will be able to lap on the person's hair perfectly. So I'm making sure I cut that out. Then I'm going to stretch the back area so that it's actually the tip, the head. That's this point where I'm putting my stretcher, so that it will lie down very well. It will be flat down. We don't want that's like bumping up somehow. It doesn't make sense. If you're making a fringe, your hair fine, you can have a bump up like that. All right, now I'm just going to use my hand dryer. I'm using my hand dryer to slip it down. So that is just it.
Guys, this is what the wig will look like. Thank you for watching. It's still your girl Olivia. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel, and if you love this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.